What's happening, guys? Thank you for tuning in to the Kevin Carhees Show. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and enjoy the show. Alright, guys, let's go and get this thing kicked off. I ain't just wasting no time. Guys, some of y'all are back out here on the dating scene, and quite frankly, it's just not what you thought it was going to be. You know it, and I do too. This thing ain't turned out the way you thought it was going to be. Whether you wanted to be back out here, or you back out here not by choice. It just ain't what you thought it was going to be. Now, a lot of y'all been in marriages, relationships for 5, 15, 20 years, and you developed a comfort zone. You just go to work, come home, sit on the couch. Every now and then y'all go out to eat, but it's basically the same. Holidays, you go visit family. It's just the same old thing. Now that you're out here trying to meet women, you think the same old thing gonna work, and it just don't. You develop some habits, you're boring, you don't know what to do, you're rusty, it just ain't working for you. And I get tired of hearing guys whining about, oh, the women are like this, the women do that. You try and blame everything on a woman. Guys, it's not all the woman's fault. It's just not. It has a lot to do with you. And many of you guys are just, quite frankly, just boring. And you don't know how to talk to women. You have no clue. And it could be because you've been in a relationship so long. And now you've gotten rusty. Because if you don't know how to approach women, and you haven't been approaching women over the years, bro, you're going to get rusty at this thing. You're going to get rusty. You're going to develop habits. It could be habits of intimidation, habits of nervousness. And one thing you can't be with a woman is nervous, and you can never be intimidated. It don't matter how much money she make or what kind of status she have. That does not mean she's better than you, and it does not mean her life is better than yours. It don't mean that, guys. Some of y'all have been protected from your flaws. Your ex didn't point out none of your flaws. Now you back out here, you back self-conscious. Guys, once you step back out here, you got to own them flaws. You got to own all them flaws. The more you own your flaw, the more confidence you have, and the more women will be attracted to you. And here's a full disclaimer, guys. I'm going to tell you some tips. I'm going to give you these tips. But this is the one thing you got to remember. Bad odor, bad breath, not knowing how to dress, or dressing for your age, dressing for the occasion, way out of date, not well groomed. Guys, none of my tips are going to work if you any of those things. And those things you can fix. Take a bath every day. Hell, sometimes take if you really work or sweat it, y'all take 2 baths. One in the morning, one when you get off. Cut your hair. Trim yourself up. Brush your teeth. Put extra mouthwash in. Put on some cologne. Don't squirt too much. 2 squirts, that's good enough. Make sure your shoes are clean. You don't know how to dress? Go on one of these sites. Go on one of the YouTube channels. They'll teach you how to dress for your age. They'll give you some good ideas. Make sure that's taken care of, and then these tips will work for you guys. Next thing is, some of y'all just too predictable. Hell, a woman can finish the sentence before you even get finished with it. She already know what your punchline is. You say the same thing. You go to the same places. You do the same thing. You're so predictable. It's crazy. Guys, you have to have also a sense of humor. You have a sense of humor. At least make the woman laugh a little bit. Now, you ain't got to be no comedian. And if you ain't naturally funny, don't try to be funny. But anybody can see something and say something funny and have a sense of humor. Anybody can be sarcastic. But when you make a woman laugh, it releases endorphin, guys, and she gets a chemical bond towards you. Simple as that. Laughter is always a way to the heart of a woman, guys. But stay away from being a goofball. Stay away from that. Stay away from... Only thing gonna get you being a goofball is just gonna get your ass put in the friend zone. Because a goofball don't represent masculinity. It represents a guy that can't protect her. And all she gonna do is think you funny. And your ass gonna get in the friend zone. So don't be no goofball. Stay in your masculine frame. Stay focused. And yes, crack a joke here and there. Don't do that too much. Know how to have serious conversation. Because a woman, most women like for you to have a sense of humor, but she needs to know that you can be serious at the same time. And you need to be serious at the same time. Because A woman emotions are always on a roller coaster. They'll ride that roller coaster until they can't ride it no more. Stop with the good morning text. Stop with, I can't say this enough. Stop with the good morning text. If you good morning a woman, maybe once or twice a week, guys. Maybe. Because a woman has every woman, no matter what they try to get you to believe, because a woman will protect her innocence and her goody two shoes at all costs, unless she just want to out and out be a promiscuous woman. Most women gonna try to protect their innocence, and no matter what they tell you, guys, all women have orbiters. These are the guys that good morning text, good night text, call, sit on the phone, hang out with them, listen to all their problems, and hope they're gonna get some sex, relationship, some kind of attention from them. All women have this on their roster. So you don't need to be one of them, guys. You don't need to be one. Don't be doing all that complimenting. Don't sit there and compliment her, guys, because there's always men that's out there complimenting her. That's always. And the best way to be is, guys, because listen, women are, their feelings are strongly based around negative things than positive things. Women respond deeply to negative things than they do positive. That's a better way to say it. Men respond better to positive things than negative. That's just how that's just how God made us. Which I mean, I don't mean that you try to put a woman down or say something negative to try to get a good response. What I mean is, she'll put everything into the 10% instead of embracing the 90% of the positive thing you say about her. Vice versa, a man, you can say 90% positive about a man, and he'll latch on to the 90% and he'll let go of the 10% negative that you talk about it. So you got to remember that aspect, guys. A way to stand out with a woman is just don't validate her. Just don't validate her and you'll stand out. As simple as that. Instead of complimenting her, let's just say that you see her, she looking nice, she looking good, or she got on purple. Let's just say when you walk over to her, just say, "Oh man, I like how you rocking that purple." If she have on some nice earrings, let's say, "Well, I like how you rocking them earrings. Nice." Don't go in there with all this gorgeous, you so beautiful, you this, you that, guys. Don't do that, because she already got that. She's not going to respond deeply to that anyway. Yes, she's going to say nice. And if a woman wants you to compliment her, make her have to twist your arm to get a beautiful comment. I'm not going to say don't ever compliment her, but make it difficult for her to get a compliment from you. Because women, make her chase that validation. Always chasing validation. And you're always going to hear women talk about consistency. Consistency. That doesn't, and yes, you need to be consistent, but not the way she wants you to be consistent. All that texting every day, all it does is give her validation and then let her know that you're not busy. That you're not busy enough. Because if you were busy enough, billing on whatever it is you need to be billing on, then you wouldn't have time to be texting her all day. So all that texting every day, guys, and that don't mean consistency. That does not mean consistency. Consistency means you text her after you get everything done, and if she texts you 3 times, you text her 1. That's good enough consistent, guys. And the innuendos, that's another thing. Never ignore innuendos, but you let her do the innuendos sex talk. I find that work better. Now, it is time where guys start with sex talk. Women want to hear it. She's primed and ready. Yes, it'll work. But for the most part, guys, it's better to let her do the innuendo sex talk. Let her be in control. Let her be in control of that. Don't miss it. If she say something sexual, then you give her a sexual response. Let it be lighter than what hers was. And let her drive the sex talk forward. You don't drive the sex talk forward. Let her get herself primed and ready, and then it'll be much easier, guys. It'll be much, 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 much easier. Next thing is, don't be a fake and a liar. Some guys lie and fake it till they make it, but I'm telling you right now, you ain't gonna keep the woman doing that. And once you find out you're a faker and a lie, she gonna lose so much attraction for you, and you ain't gonna get it back. You're never gonna get the fakeness. You're never gonna overcome fakeness and lying unless she's super attached to you and you cheating on her or you lying about something. Then maybe yes. And eventually, guys, down the road, she's gonna lose attraction for you. Next thing is you gotta learn how to be spontaneous. And what I mean by being spontaneous, guys, you don't have to take out on expensive date and all that stuff. Just do something. Matter of fact, don't let it be cheap. Just see if she gonna appreciate it or not. If she don't appreciate it and she call you cheap, then those are the type of women that will, once you get with them, they'll try to get you to create a lifestyle that you can't afford. You have to work your goddamn fingers to the bone, and she ain't gonna never be satisfied no way. So you don't want that woman. Because, be honest with you, she thinks her beauty is worth more than your time. Is everything. She thinks that she can get you to do anything she wants with her beauty, and just because she's beautiful, she deserves the world, and that's not true. So let her get on about her business. That's what I advise her. A good rule of thumb, guys, this is my last thing. A good rule of thumb when it comes to communicating with a woman is you do 25 of the texting and calling, and she do 75. Once you get attached, once y'all build up that connection, y'all get in a relationship, then you do about half. You do about half. And that's how you rock it. You don't never ever start out doing most of the texting. And you don't never out text her, out call her. Don't FaceTime her out the blue, and don't call her out the blue, especially FaceTime. I'm gonna tell you right now, if she ain't got on the makeup and she ain't looking good, she probably ain't gonna answer anyway. If you calling her, people are so busy doing things. A lot of time they so busy doing unproductive things, but their attention is in whatever they doing. So they don't really want to talk to you on the phone. Don't ask to talk unless maybe you ain't talked to her in 2 weeks, you want to hear her voice. That's fine. Most of the time, if y'all just met or whatever, you wait for her to ask to talk on the phone. Or just, throw it out there. We can talk on the phone if you like, so we can get we can hear each other's voice, something like that. But guys, just set the phone call up. Just don't call out the blue, guys. Don't do that. And plus, it shows you that you're validation. You show wanting to talk to her and all that stuff. But yeah, guys, don't be boring. And I mean, it's other stuff that contribute to you being bored. But these, I think, are the main thing. So use these tips, and that'll keep you from being bored. Shout out to the free crowd, guys. And until next time, peace.